Yo, Wagwan, yeah, look, listen, I'm gonna be a celebrity, do you know what I'm saying? Look, I took the beard off and I look handsome, do you know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta tell you, do you know what I'm saying? Wagwan. Boom shakalaka. So we're gonna go up there and see what's up, do you know what I'm saying? Look, listen. Let me just go get myself a Karak chai. Hey, alright, what's going on? You good, Wagwan? Right. Please grab a Karak chai. Large, just like her, please, yeah. The largest price. Is it large? Large, please, thank you. Yeah. So obviously we've got people out here, doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? With the little bougie. Just to ask you, does I got sugar, yeah? That's alright, yeah, cheers, thank you. Hey, yo, man, I just gotta tell you, innit? Look, I'm gonna go see that Brazilian girl. I remember this one time, man, I'm not even joking, and I went to see this Argentinian girl, innit? This Argentinian Caucasian white female, yeah. Her name was Andrea, you know what I'm saying? She was actually, kisses to her, you know what I'm saying? So it's actually like, some pretty young thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember going seeing her, yeah, and then we started drinking, you know what I'm saying? We started drinking, and then we had a good time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sharing my channel, yeah, with people, my target audience and my target audience, all right? What's going on? And just having a good time, you know what I'm saying? Because people need to have a good time, you know what I'm saying? Life is too damn short, you know what I'm saying? I just got to just be able to represent the culture as well. Look, listen, in the future, maybe, like, I'll get to visit, say, Africa, see the great continent, go to Kenya. I want to go Kenya, you know what I'm saying? I want to go Kenya and see country for what it is, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. Obviously, I'm Sri Lankan, I'm here, Wagwan, just give myself a beverage and that, you know what I'm saying? I'm educated to the point to know that, every single video that I make, right, it's not, cropped, it's just a live feed of, just me just being out here, you know what I'm saying? Man, I just want to just dedicate this time, dedicate this moment just to the people that have stayed on, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the defamation or whatnot, right? Peace and love and happiness, and see you in the next video. Cool. Hey, yo, look, listen, Wagwan, yeah, Wagwan. Let me just break this out to you, right? So, the whole, Zina, Jigsaw, the whole lot, right? It was Eleanor Raven's corrupt court case. They accused me of, apparently flashing, which never happened. They had no viable evidence, right? Also with that, what I could really elaborate to you is that they accused me of flashing, but there was no viable evidence, you know what I'm saying? There was no viable evidence. Not just that, you know what I'm saying? Not just that, but also there was no physical evidence. There was no footage, there was no photos, nothing, you know what I'm saying? So then they came up with this one old man, grabbed, the trousers with my hand, and he thought my thumb was a private part, you know what I'm saying? So it's ridiculous, you know what I'm saying? But this is what I want to elaborate to you. So what I'm trying to tell you is, look, listen, like, we got, right now around me, you can see, there's children walking around. You go see my other videos, right? So then they created this narrative, using Jigsaw, right, which is part of Zina A. Hutchins, right? They created this narrative where they accused me of flashing in 16th, 17th, February 2021, which never happened because there was no physical viable evidence, right? And also, with that being said, no physical viable evidence. Bear in mind, Wagwan, right, boom, look, let me just tell you something, right? And then they, had this old man lie, apparently because I grabbed over, my trouser with my hands and he thought my thumb was my private part, you know what I'm saying? Now here's a thing, so then they convicted me in May 2022. Now here's the thing, look, listen, I got, say, a place full of, say, little children, families, their loved ones, right age, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm speaking to you while I make this video, right? This is how ironic, ridiculous this is, because what I'm trying to elaborate to you is when Zina A. Hutchins of Sutton Borough then tried to create this narrative that, I was a threat to little ones. When they created this narrative that I was harmful towards, like, the public, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen, there's like, people walking around me, you know what I'm saying, of all walks of life, all ages, you know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to elaborate to you is Sutton Borough, Jigsaw, Zina A. Hutchins tried to create this narrative, tried to make it seem like, boom, you know what, he's the problem, he's a issue with the public, right? With just a flashing case that had no viable evidence, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to elaborate to you. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, like, it's just ridiculous because, like, they tried to create this narrative using Jigsaw tried to create this narrative, right? But apparently, so look, listen, like I'm not, it was a flashing, incident, but then they tried to distort that and tried to lie to the public, saying, I'm this and that. I'm saying, look, listen, hey, look, listen, it's a beautiful day, man. It's sunny. Like, look, listen, I'm so glad the sun's out. I'm saying, because I think everyone do need some vitamin D. I'm saying, but what I'm trying to elaborate to you on a whole scale is that we got to just understand one thing, right? Look, listen, all these accusations, all these defamations, right, with Zina Hutchings, Jigsaw, right? There was a flashing case where I grabbed over my trousers with my hands, and he thought that the old man that was the witness. There was only one witness out of a crowded road, not this particular road. I'll make a video just explain to you, right? And then word one, like boom. They tried to then just convict me with someone's word, which is not admissible. It's inadmissible in court because it's there could be human error, which definitely was, because I did not perform such a shameful act. I'm saying there was no evidence. That's all I could tell you. But then Zina Hutchings and Jigsaw then tried to go out to the public and lie to the public. Or as a threat to the public, I'm saying, which does not make sense. Look, listen, we got people of all walks in life, all religion walking out here. There's little kids walking out here, I'm saying, children, I'm saying. So how could someone come up with such nonsense that apparently I'm this? And that's what Zina Hutchings tried to do, and Sutton Borough tried to do. They tried to create this narrative that, I'm some insane, person. Well, I am crazy to some extent. I think it's good to be crazy in this day and age. I'm saying it's good to be weird. I respect people who are weird. I'm saying my readers, my watchers, my readers, my community posts. You could be weird, a little bit, off the edge. I'm saying, but that's totally fine. I'm saying, because you're huge. I'm saying, look, I'm crowded in a place full of people. I'm crowded with, multiple people walking around, doing their thing, I'm saying. There's like, kids, families, loved ones walking around, I'm saying. What I'm trying to establish to you, my readers, my watchers, my readers from my community posts, right? Don't just believe what people say. Don't even believe what these authorities say, because what they say versus, the actual truth of the incidents for Jigsaw, right, which is the indecent exposure that I'm on a sex offender list, right, did not have viable evidence. They did not produce, physical evidence, because there was no evidence, I'm saying. And there was no physical evidence, I'm saying. So what I'm trying to establish to you is that it was just a bunch of people, and there was one old man witness who came up and, said some things that he apparently saw me grabbing over my trousers with my trousers on, and he thought my thumb was the penis, right? This court. Hey, it's a beautiful day, I'm saying. Look, listen, like, that's what I just wanted to touch upon, right? Look, listen, don't believe, say anything someone says to you regarding me or anyone, I'm saying, until you hear it from the horse's mouth, I'm saying. Look, listen, I'm in a place packed up with, say, a bunch of everyone, I'm saying, from all walks of life, I'm saying. I don't really want to make any, videos regarding this matter no more, because there's no point in making any defamation videos when I've already talked about it, I'm saying. But with this whole Zina Hutchings, look, listen, it's all a bunch of bollocks. They don't have any physical viable evidence. They chat shit, and this was done because they just did not want me in public, I'm saying. They just wagwan, like. Wagwan, look, listen, I'm educated to the point to know that, this does not have any logical reason. This does not have any rationality, and also this is like, this lacks common sense, I'm saying. If you're educated to know that this is absolute nonsense, it's absolute nonsense, right? What I'm trying to elaborate to you is this. Look, listen, they created this defamation, right? They created this defamation just to, say, hinder my prosperity, I'm saying, my abundance, I'm saying. Look, listen, there's people of all walks in life walking right now, I'm saying, like I said before, and they're just getting on, fathers, mothers, the whole lot, I'm saying. So look, it doesn't matter what you heard from people, I'm saying. What I'm trying to establish to you is that this is just a bunch of bollocks. It just does not have any transparency. In fact, it's just a bunch of lies, right? That was made up by Zina Hutchings, Sutton Borough, trying to discredit me and defame me. So the public, they were trying to change the view of the public. They were trying to change the connotation or the context or the how the public viewed me, I'm saying. But look, listen, it's a beautiful day, man. It's a glorious day, I'm saying. I'm here surrounded by little ones, whatnot, right? But the narrative that they created was ultimately to destroy my public image, my public reputation, right, by using the whole jigsaw when there was no viable physical evidence footage camera, right? And what does not make sense to me is how can someone come up with this, absolute nonsense, this crap that apparently I am a threat to the public. They tried to carry this on, you know what I'm saying? They tried to carry this on, tried to change public opinions. They went to, as an authority of Jigsaw, right, they went to places and they needed to know where I was to defame me. So people always have a question mark, before they communicate with me. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, let me just tell you something. I've been here since I was 5 years old. I've been to school here. I went to, say infancy, 2 primary schools, 2 secondary schools. Then I went to sixth form college in this country, Great Britain, you know what I'm saying? And, I went to university right now, that's on hold, you know what I'm saying? But this is how ridiculous it gets, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it gets ridiculous to the point where people got to realize, look, listen, this does not make sense. This does not have any sincerity, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of these people that has come up with absolute fibs, trying to discredit me, defame me, ruin my reputation, ruin my public image, you know what I'm saying? Just because they were, threatened by my potential, you know what I'm saying? So if you haven't heard it from me, man, look, let me just tell you something. I'm out here, we got people all around it, you know what I'm saying, getting on with their daily affairs. They got to understand, wagwan. So Zinai Hutchings Jigsaw, they created this fib, this lie, this defamation to ruin my public image and have people question mark me, you know what I'm saying? So any place I go to, this is what they do, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen, it's a beautiful day. Look, listen, that's all I got to tell you, man. Look, listen, I know me. They tried to use this jigsaw that had no evidence of flashing accusations, allegations, and it was predicated on one man's words over a crowded road just like this, and he was paid to lie, you know what I'm saying? So this court case is invalid, and I'm got to tell you this because I'm too sexy and handsome, you know what I'm saying, to be sitting at home, right, and not be out with some young, voluptuous Brazilian white females, you know what I'm saying? I'm sexy to the point, I can just do a little dance while I walk up, you know what I'm saying? What I got to tell you is, don't listen to no one about me until you hear it from the horse's mouth, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen, as I speak of now, yeah, look, listen, one more time, yeah, look, listen, they created this narrative, about Jigsaw, the whole lot, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, listen, I don't know what else I gotta say, man. Look, listen, I'm gonna go up, just get some sleep and just get on with my fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can, say make defamation with my reputation, do what they want to do just to sabotage and fully with my career and my future, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a boss, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get on with my business, you know what I'm saying? But don't listen to people until you hear it from the horse's mouth, you know what I'm saying? Look, listen. This defamation jigsaw, there was no viable physical evidence, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting on, carrying on. I'm gonna go, get a nap, look all handsome when I wake up, you know what I'm saying? See you later.